Good day, class. So we're going to start a new project, and the material we'll need includes the 8 mm sugar beads. This is what it looks like. Our 0.7 mm fishing line. You can use 0.82. Our scissors, a pair of scissors, and our picker. Let's begin. Okay, so we'll start with the usual. Cut our fishing line. Okay, so we have 6 beads. You take 6 beads, put all 6 beads on one fishing line. This is for the first step. Then interlock the 6th bead like that. So you've done step 1. Very simple, Abi. So now we're going to name our fishing line. The one on my left, as usual, is the left fishing line. The one on my right is the right fishing line. So on my left fishing line, you take 5 beads, put all 5 on the left. Then the 5th one, you interlock it. So we have this. So now the right BM fishing line will go to the next bead over here. So let's do that together. So we have 2 beads of 6. So now we want to continue on the left fishing line. To make this easier, the left fishing line will be for adding, the right fishing line will be for passing for this particular method. So on the left fishing line, you take 4 beads, put 3 on the left, then interlock or lock the 4th bead. This is how I lock my beads. Just so everyone needs to be adjusted. So we have a ring of 6. We have 3 of it. So as usual, the right fishing line will go to the next bead. So I want to create another ring of 6. So on our left fishing line, take another 4 beads, add all 4 to the left, then interlock the 4th bead. Done that, right fishing line will go to the next bead as usual. Okay, so we've done that. So we have our 4 rings of 6. To continue, another left fishing line will take 4 beads, add it to the left, then lock or interlock the 4th bead. So we have 5 ring of 6. So to continue, right fishing line will go to the next bead like this. So you take another 4 beads, interlock the 4th bead. So we have this. Now this is going to be slightly different. We are on the last 3 beads. So instead of passing the right fishing line to the next bead, we're going to pass the right fishing line to the next 2 beads. Because if you pass it to just 1 bead, it's going to disfigure what you are doing. So first bead, and then right fishing line will go to the 2nd bead. So we've done that. So now We are doing a ring of 6 and we currently have 3 beads. So that means that we are going to just use 3 beads, not 4 this time. So 3 beads to the left fishing line, then interlock or lock the third bead like that. So we have finished the first stage of doing this round bead piece. So yeah, this is what you should get. So we want to start the second stage. The usual right fishing line will go to the next bead like this. So we're going to take 4 beads, add all 4 to the left fishing line, interlock the 4th bead. So we have done this first stage. So we have our first ring of 6 for the second stage. So now the right fishing line will go to the next bead, but instead of us adding our normal 4 beads, we are going to reduce it and we'll add 3 instead to give us a ring of 5. So 3 beads on the left fishing line, interlock or lock the third bead, adjust whatever needs to be adjusted, and we have done that. Our ring of 5 is complete. So now to continue, the right fishing line is going to go to the next 2 beads. So 1. This part can be really confusing, so I'm going to explain it as much as I can. So the left fishing line is going to be using the same number of beads, that's going to be 3, but the right fishing line, you're going to pass it through different amounts. For the circle of 5, it's going to pass through 1, circle of 6 is going to pass through 2. So for this particular stage, we are going to add the same number of beads, 3, not 4, like the first one. Like the first stage, this stage we're going to add more of 3 beads than 4 beads. So on the left, you add 3 beads, interlock the third one, and if you notice, it will turn to a ring of 6, not 5. So this particular stage was going to be a circle of 6 and 5. I don't know if you understand what I mean. So the first one is 6, second one will be 5, third one will be 6, fourth one will be 5, fifth one will be 6. So I'm going to draw another one to explain, then we'll do the rest off camera. So we have passed the right fishing line to the next bead. So now we're going to take 3 beads. Like I said, the number of beads you're going to take is going to be the same, except from the first and last stage. So all 3 on the left, interlock the third bead and pull. So we have a ring of 5, and our fishing line is going to go to our right fishing line, to be exact, is going to go to the next 2 beads. 1, 2. So we've done that. To continue, we are going to create a ring of 6 now. On the left bead, on the left fishing line, I mean, you're going to add 3 beads, then you interlock or lock the right bead. So on the left fishing line, you're going to add the same number of beads, which is 3, except from the beginning and the ending of the stages. And then on the right fishing line, that's where you're going to be different. Instead of passing it to 1 bead like we did in the previous one, we're going to be passing it to 1, 2, 1, 2. It's going to be changing as you develop the shape of the bag. Don't know if you understand what I mean. So last one, like I said earlier, you're going to be using the same amount of beads. You're going to add the same amount of beads to the left side. So 3 beads, interlock the third, and it's going to give you a ring of 5 like this. So to continue, we want to create a ring of 6. So the right fishing line will go to the next 2 beads, and then since we said we're going to add the same amount of beads to the left fishing line, we're just going to take 3 beads, interlock or lock the 3rd bead, which will give us our ring of 6. I hope you understand what I mean now. So we want to create a ring of 5. Right fishing line will go to just 1 bead, and then you add your 3 beads. So I'm going to do this till I get to the second to the last bead, and I'll show you, because it's going to be slightly different from the other ones. Okay, so we are at the last stage, or we just finished the second to the last stage, and if you notice, we ended with the ring of 6. So, and here too there is a ring of 6. So to end this space, we are going to use a ring of 5 to finish this particular stage that we are in. So as usual, the right fishing line will go to the next 2 beads, because we are at the last stage, and if we just pass it through 1 bead, it's going to disfigure your bag. So right fishing line, go to the next 2 beads. Then since we are doing a ring of 5 and we have 3, so that means we're going to use just 2 beads instead of the normal 3. If we use 3 beads, making it a ring of 6 is going to disfigure the bag. So lock or interlock the 2nd bead. So we have this. This is what you are supposed to get if you followed my instructions correctly. So now we want to go to the 3rd stage, which is totally different from the normal stage. So here on the left, or any side of the fishing line, now you add 3 beads, you interlock the 3rd one like that. Then the right bead, or the right fishing line, or the other fishing line will go to the next bead like this. Again, now we want to add 2 beads, because we are doing diamond of 4. So we already have 2, so that means we're just going to use 2 beads. So put 2 beads, interlock the 2nd bead, other fishing line will go to the next bead. One more time. If you are using your left fishing line to add beads, put 2 beads on the left, interlock the 2nd bead, then the other fishing line will go to the next bead. Last one. Two beads on the left, interlock the 2nd, interlock or lock the 2nd, then the right fishing line will go to the next bead. So I'm going to do the rest off camera, and then we will meet at the 2nd to the last, or the last bead, because that's where you're going to do something slightly different from the beginning of the bag. So yes. Okay, I'm at the 2nd to the last place, and let's continue the usual 2 beads on the left if you are using the left fishing line to add your beads. Then now we're at the last place, interlock the 2nd, we're now at the last place, and then our right fishing line will go to the next 2 beads. Like I said, if it goes to the just this bead, it's not going to goes to just this bead, it's not going to be proper. When you add your meaning beads, it's going to disfigure and it's going to look very, very rough. Let's just like that. So we've passed it through one bead. So our wire fishing will go to the next bead, which is going to be over here, this top one over here. So we have this. So now since we're doing a bead of 4 and we have 3, so we're just going to take just one bead, and then we can decide to lock or interlock. So we are done with the base of the bag. So now let's count the beads here. The beads that are up here will determine the length of the mat we are about to make to continue this bag. 24. So we have 24. That means the length of this bag, length of the bag will be 24. Then the height will be any amount you want. So let's put this aside. Get a new fishing line. So I'm going to do the normal method that we are aware of. So we'll start with 4 beads, any side of the fishing line. Interlock the 4th one. So we have this one, our diamond of 4. So we have 1. Remember, we are going to do the length to be 23. So we have done 1. On each fishing line, you add 1 bead. So we have that. Then the 3rd bead, we interlock it to create our 2nd diamond of 4. So we have 2. So to start a new one, the same thing will apply. On both fishing line, you add 1 bead, that's 2. Then you interlock the 3rd bead. So we have the 3rd one. I have done 22 and we're going to 23. So we're doing the 23rd one. So unlike the others, we are going to make this a little bit different. On any side of fishing line, it could be your left, it could be your right. You add all 3 beads. All 3 beads instead of 1 on each side. Then interlocking the 3rd one, you add all 3 beads to the for the 23rd one. You want to start a new line. That's what we're going to done. Now we want to continue. On your left, you take another 3 beads, then you interlock the 3rd, put all 3 on your left, then interlock the 3rd bead, and then the right fishing line also has its use. So you're just going to go to the next bead like this. So we paste that again. Instead, we take 2 beads, add it to the left fishing line, interlock the 2nd bead. The right fishing line will go to the next bead. To continue again, take 2 beads, add both to the left, then the 2nd one will be interlocked or locked depending on your mood. So now, right fishing line, go to the next bead one more time. 2 beads, add both beads to the left, interlock the 2nd, right fishing line, go to the next bead. So we're going to do this until we get to the 2nd to the last bead over here, and then we'll finish this line and then we'll start a new line. So we are going to keep doing this till you get to the second to the last because that's why we're going to do something different. Yeah. I have reached the second to the last piece and I want to finish this. So to do that, instead of putting it on the left fishing line, I'm going to put both beads on the right, then interlock the second bead, and then we're finished making this line. So now to start a new line, you can decide to continue this way or turn it over to make it easy for you. So you're going to put 3 beads on the same left side. If you didn't turn it over, it will be the right hand. So now that we turned it over, it's going to be the same place. You're going to put 3 beads on the left side, interlock the third bead, then the right fishing line will go to the next bead. Then we'll do that one more time. 2 beads on the left, interlock the second bead, the right fishing line go to the next. So I have done this body of the bag. Now I want to join into the base of the bag. So on the right, yes, the fishing line on my right hand, you take 1 bead, then you pass the bead to the right fishing line, then the same right fishing line go to any hole of the base of the bag like this. So to continue, you take 1 bead and interlock that same bead. So we have this. And now to continue, both fishing lines will go to the next bead on the body of the bag and the base of the bag like this. So we're done for the body. Now it's time for the base. Okay, we've done that. Now you take another bead, you interlock the same bead, then the usual both fishing line will go to the next bead like that, and you continue with this method until we go round. So now this is what we are meant to have. This, well, I made my body very stiff, so I can't bend it where I'm supposed to bend it. That's why I'm doing this particular way. So let's keep doing this. So I'm going to do the rest of camera until I get to the last bead. So yeah, this is what you do. So we're just going to finish this last one, take 1 bead and then you interlock the same 1 bead. But then now we want to cover this gap, so our lower fishing line is going to go to the next 2 beads over here. So we'll continue with the one method. So you take 1 bead, interlock it, then both sides of the fishing line go to the next bead. You do it again until you finish this whole side. So I'm going to do it off camera. Yeah, so you keep doing this till you finish the whole bag and then you cover the bag. Let's finish this and create the handle. So to finish it, the usual just 1 more bead, then would interlock, and we are done with this one. So now I want to quickly create the handle. So let's do that. But first, let's count if it's 12, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So this is the middle because this one's also 12. So now We are going to take 3 beads, add it to any side of the fishing line, interlock the third bead like this. Then you pull the bead down like this. Then your fishing line will go to the next bead at the side over here. Cool. So now we'll now start with 2 beads. Interlock the second one. And then lower fishing line will go to the next bead, which is here. To continue, just put this here. You take another 2 beads, interlock the second, then the lower fishing line will go to the next bead. Or okay, we're at the last side, so it's going to go to the next bead. So we have something like this. But then if we are doing a diamond of 4 and we already have 3, and if we add 2 more beads, it's going to disfigure it. So that means that the lower fishing line will go to the next bead over here, this top bead here, like that. Then we'll take 1 bead and then we would interlock that 1 bead. So we want to move our fishing line from here, from this bead to this bead. So we're just going to move over here the top bead. So let's do the other fishing line. So I've done that. This is to create our, like, the place where our handle would stand it to secure it. So there are 2 ways you can create a handle, or you can make a handle. This is just the first one. The second one will be done, probably I will put the second one to continue. On any side of fishing line, you add 3 beads, you interlock the third one, then the lower fishing line will go to the next bead over here. Then 2 beads, add it on the top fishing line, interlock the second one, then the lower fishing line will go to the next bead over here, the top bead over here. The usual, we have reached this stage. 2 more beads to the top fishing line, then the lower fishing line will go to the next 2 beads. Then you take 1 bead and then you interlock. One more time. On any side of fishing line, you put 3 beads, interlock the third bead, interlock the third bead, lower fishing line will go to the next bead, which is over here, this bead over here. So pull, then 2 beads, interlock or lock the second bead. I'm going to lock mine. Then lower fishing line will go to the next bead, which is over here. Again, 2 beads, interlock the second bead, then we're at the last one. So we're going to take the fishing line and pass the next 2 beads, the lower one, and then the upper one here. And we have three, and we're going for um diamond of four. So just take one bead, sorry, and then you interlock or lock that one bead. So we're done. I'm going to do the rest off camera, and then you do the same thing you did here, how you started it on the other side. Make sure you measure it and make sure you count the beads, I mean. So this is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. So you're going to start from the 12th one in the second side. You count 11 on both sides, then the 12th one, that's the last bead that you didn't count. You build the handle of the bag. So I'm going to do that off camera, and then we'll come back when we want to join the bag together. Okay, so let's join the handles together, like here and here. So on my right fishing line, I'm going to add one bead. This is my right, the one over that I'm putting up. Let's add one bead. Let's For now, let's hide the left fishing line. So we are going to get the other handle. We are going to put it together like this. And if you notice, the opposite side of this is this. So you're just going to pass your right fishing line through the opposite side of the other handle. So you pull like this. So now we need our left fishing line. So we have three, and then we're going for four. So you're just going to take one bead, then you interlock that one bead that you took, and then you pull. So we have this as the first one. We're not yet done, so we can't exactly start adjusting, but this is what you should have as the first one. So let's turn this around. So the next bead is this bead over here. This is the next one for the top one. So you're just going to turn the bead over again, then pass your fishing lines to the next bead. Mine is this is for the first one, you pull. So for the second one, this is it here. So you pass your fishing line to it like that. So now we've done that, and then we're going to turn the bag around, and then we have, when we did that, we have this. So just take one bead, and then let's lock that one bead that we took. So we've locked it. So now we have this. So the next bead that we have is this two. So you're going to pass both fishing lines to them. So one, we passed one. Then this is the second one that we're going to pass this to. So we're going to take one last bead, and this is how we're going to finish the handle. So you lock it, and then now we have this space. So I'm just going to pass your fishing lines to the place. Then when you get to the last one, you're going to create a loop like that, and then pull the loop you just created. Make sure your hand is tight, and so you just pass the excess fishing lines round the handle. To secure the handle of the bag. And that's how you join So just cut the excess, and then we're done with the handle. So this